What's going on, guys? It is Tony from Lomo Paintball, and today we are bringing you the best guns of 2024.
And why? Who's the best source for paintball guns?
That would be LomoPaintball.com. So we've got some contenders in the room today. I believe we've got 5. So like the top 5 markers, tournament markers of 2024. Mark, am I going to start off with this beautiful one?
You are, but before you go, guys, stay tuned till the end because one of these markers is one of the newest ones on the market, and you're not going to want to miss that.
What about the other one, though? The other one is probably the marker used with the most current winningest team in the NXL, reigning 4-time world champions and series winners.
Yeah, their gun might be worth mentioning.
I wonder what marker that could be. All right, so we're going to kick it off with the Dye M3 Plus, definitely making the list of the top markers in 2024. These ones start off right around $1,500, and if you want anything special edition, obviously the price is going to go up. But right around $1,500, you've got the Dye M3 Plus. I believe it's probably the first marker on the market to have. Are you going to be able to see this on your camera, Mark?
I don't know.
To have a full color, high resolution digital display screen. Can you see it?
I can see it.
So Dye, and this has training programs in it, fully customizable player configurations, all sorts of crazy stuff on the inside of the marker itself. So a lot of players absolutely love that feature. And not to mention, you know, Dye has been around the industry for a very, very long time. They've been known for their Dye, the boomsticks, their barrels. I think their first real claim to fame was their barrel production. So obviously you've got a nice 14-inch Dye ULS barrel that comes with the M3 Plus.
Is that a 1-piece or a 2-piece?
This is a 2-piece barrel. It is a 2-piece, and we have full reviews on all of these markers, unboxings, everything you want to know. I'm going to go just real brief about them and move on to the next. And if you really want to dive into one, particular marker, go back on the YouTube channel and watch the full videos I've already done on them. So the Dye ULS barrel, Dye's been around forever with that. They say the M3 Plus has some of the best ergonomics feeling-wise on the market. They've always been known for their beautiful hourglass frame in the back, super, super comfortable to hold, multi-positioning trigger. So you guys can, I think there's 5 or 6 different adjustment points on this deuce style trigger. So you guys can actually customize that to your personal preference. So lots of different set screws on this trigger, lighter, longer pull. Some people just like it differently. Nice locking thumb wheel with the lever up top. So depending on whatever loader you guys are using, you've got a thumb wheel to adjust, tighten or loosen. Then you've got the locking feed neck lever to fully secure that. This one, you're looking at the, should be the FL21 bolt, the old Billy Wing special here. Simply press the button in the back to pull that out. No tools needed, obviously. I mean, when you're looking at a $1,500 marker, yeah, I would expect it to be toolless. And then it comes with a charging mat, charging ports, all the good stuff here. Obviously in the board right here, it's got a USB where you can hook it up and charge it. Nice slaps on-off ASA. The Dye M3 Plus has all the bells and whistles you guys would need, so that's why it's making the list in 2024. So we are going to move on from the Dye M3 Plus, and we're going to send it to, where do you want to go next, Mark? Which one?
Oh, let's hit that beautiful Planet Eclipse.
Planet Eclipse
CS3.
Okay, I was going to say which one. Okay, so we've got the Planet Eclipse CS3. I believe the team over there at Planet did a really, really good job with this marker, making the operating pressure right around 100 PSI, so it's lighter on that tournament brittle paint. It is coming with that S63 barrel system, which we'll talk about here. I believe the length of the Planet ones are 14.5. Even including with those power inserts that they come with. So the CS3s and the LV2s have the new PWR power inserts. So I really, really like that. Nice quick threading on the barrel. And these little sleeves here you can buy separately, different colors. If you really want to add a little bit of flair to your marker, these little rubber sleeves here at the back of the barrel are interchangeable. So if you want to spruce it up, screw that sucker back on here, and we're going to look at the front compartment. I really like Planet because they have everything, well, most things are completely toolless. So you slide that front cover off, no tools needed. You have access to your eyes, your eye covers. If you need to change your ball detents, you can simply slide that forward. You can dive right on in there. Does also come with a spare detent already hidden inside. So they've definitely put some engineering and thought into this process. So I do like that. This is where you're going to notice your battery compartment up front, operated by 2 AA's that sit right there in the front grip. So a lot of people you don't have to bust out any Allen wrenches to change your battery if you notice things have gone wrong. And obviously no tools if you really just want to pull that front grip off and keep it moving. You got a fully adjustable rake trigger on this bad boy. You've got the OP core, like I said, operating right around 100 PSI. So this is the OP core that sits inside of the CS3. Super easy to maintenance, change O-rings, and keep this marker lubed up for the best performance possible out there on the field. And they do have their screen here in the back isn't full color like the M3 Plus, but at least you got something going on here. So you do have a digital readout display screen there, which I do like that. And then toolless grips. You got a POPs ASA down below. So to engage or disengage your air, simply press the button and then you're on your way. So once again, fully electronic, fully programmable. The CS3s, I think they retail right around, I think these are around $17.50, I believe. So $17.50 for the Planet Eclipse CS3, super streamlined, very sleek, super, I mean, this marker is used by also some of the best teams out there. So it's the Planet Eclipse CS3 making the list for the top of 2024. Where are we headed to next, Mark?
Oh, let's hit the other PE gun, that LV2.
Oh, yeah, the LV2. We're talking that CS3, which I just talked about. You're talking spool valve. Now we're going to go on to the lever action poppet. So Planet Eclipse LV2. Let's go here. We're talking, once again, you got an S63 barrel. I believe, like I said, 14.5 with the power insert. So same exact as that CS3. Oh, this one's tight. That's tight. So nice power insert. You guys can obviously buy these extra depending on whatever size you guys want. So simply buy the insert and you are on your way. I would say this one making the list, a lot of players love the feature that the LPR and the HPR are all located up front. So if you want to do any fine tuning or if you guys need to actually service the rag or velocity up or down, you've got everything right in the front grip. So you've got your LPR and your HPR built right into the front grip. And then the gun is powered by a 9-volt battery that sits back here. So LPR, HPR, everything located up front. Any fine tuning or velocity adjustments done right through there. The bolt system, easy to maintain since you've just got, Mark, it's your favorite bolt, it's back.
Oh, it's the HK Saber bolt.
It's the HK Army Saber bolt. Yeah, not really, but Planet Eclipse bolt, literally pull the pin up and out, easy to maintenance, little drops of oil, and then you have your rammer down here. That bolt pin connects into the rammer, and this is how the gun is actually going to cycle with that lever valve action up front. So we're going to pop that sucker right back on in.
Side note, I'm really surprised that Peter hasn't reached out to Joe and said, "Would you tell your guy to stop telling people that?"
Yeah, what, the Saber?
Yeah.
I feel you. Okay, feed neck, obviously you got the thumb wheel, you got the locking lever, so whatever hopper you guys are using, tighten it down or loosen it, and then crank that lever down for the actual final locking action on here. Once again, you're looking at kind of a rake style trigger, fully adjustable. This one has 4 to 5 different adjustment points on there. The grips are toolless, so if you want to just pop those suckers off, or if you want to have access to your actual changing the battery on this marker, no tools needed. So simple 9-volt that sits here in the grip, and then you have your the POPs ASA down below for engaging and disengaging the air. Fully electronic, fully programmable. Hook it up to the computer, kind of set up whatever settings you guys would like on these bad boys.
What about the screen on this one?
Yeah, we're going to show you here in a second. Let me get these grips back on. Actually, no, we can even do it better this way. Screen on this one, it is pretty much the same as the CS3. So that's what it looks like in the back. And like I said, this thing, you guys can hook it up to the computer and kind of do some adjustments on the laptop if you would like. So we're going to turn that sucker off. Let me get the grips back on. And did I do price point for this one yet?
You did not.
I did not. I believe these retail stock around $1,600.
Correct.
Okay, so right around $1,600, you can get yourself into a Planet Eclipse LV2. And while I struggle to get these grips back on, Mark, what marker would you like to go to next?
I think we're going to
There we
go
go.
to the current World Cup Championship marker, the Field One Force.
Oh, so we're just going to keep swapping these out. So, okay. Mark told you to stay to the closer to the end of the video. We've got the Field One Force Team Dynasty, the Dragons, the men, dude. I mean, they've won the last 4 World Cups and I believe the last 4 NXL Series titles using the Field One Force. Thing about this is a lot of people don't know about the AccuLock barrel system. So we're about to show you here. So the Field One Force comes stock with the AccuLock kit.
Yep, gotta take the tip off
yeah,
too.
I was just gonna say it's been a minute, but you got to take that tip off. That's what's called AccuLock. The sucker is not going anywhere. Once that tip comes off, you can slide your insert out, and it's got grooves on the actual insert itself. So that's why it's locked into position, and the tip keeps it also in there. So cool. Obviously, different inserts available for whatever size paint you guys are shooting. And I think Field One did a really, really good job with this marker. Not only because the best players in the world are using it, but they've got a couple different features on here, including they got a V2. The V2 is already out, but they're really hard to get. Production's a little slow right now. This is the original one. The V2 has different body milling and upgraded internal parts for better efficiency in shooting the brittle paint. So this is the Field One, but you can have batteries in the front grip, or if you don't like that, you can have a lithium battery here in the back grip. And a lot of people like the trigger on this. It's got a real nice deuce hump here, so people can kind of really get a hold of that when you're actually walking the trigger. So I do like that. Still comes with a nucleus core. I'm gonna slide that sucker on out, which in this bolt system, if you guys look at that, a lot different from all of the other ones out there. A lot of people like the shot on the Field One Force, being it's super clean and crispy. And you don't see, you know, a spool valve gun with a core like this very often. So a lot of the ones in like the TM40s or the Idols or the CS3s, they're different. This core is definitely unique to its own. So nucleus core, Field One Force. Let's take a look at their on-off system since I've talked about the ASAs. So this one's kind of got like a turn. It's not a push button forward and back. It's got a turn system here in the bottom. So that's how you engage and disengage the air. And then let's look at the screen since Mark's probably going to ask me. Let's see.
Oh, how'd you know? How'd you know?
So this screen is kind of similar, but it's got blue lighting. It's not a full color, and it's not extravagant like that M3 Plus screen that you guys saw in the beginning of the video. But still, a readout, fully programmable. You guys can kind of see what settings and modes you guys are entering into. So very nice. And obviously, it being used by and winning with the best players in the world. It is the Field One Force. These retail, I think, right around $1,500.
Yep.
That's where they start at. The version 2 is probably more, but a stock Field One Force right around $1,500. I really like these. A lot of people are like, oh, they're heavy. I'm like, you're still running around with a tank and a hopper full of paint and a pod pack. So they're truly not that heavy, and they win. So pick one up. Nice, really clean and crispy shot. Fitz that works here. He really loves his. I've taken one out before, and I think they perform really well. So, and obviously so does Dynasty because they're a winning marker. Check them out, Field One Force.
And actually, we did a whole video weighing different markers, and even though it feels heavier in your hand, it was minuscule amount.
It wasn't even much. Yeah, a lot of people go, those things are paperweights. I'm like, well, I mean, they're a little heavier than some, but hey. Okay, Mark. Number 5.
Ooh, the newest one on the list currently.
Are we ready for the Lux Experience?
Ooh, that's my idol.
We're turning it on. We're going to start right from the top, baby.
Welcome to the Lux Experience. Battery level 60%. Firing mode NXL.
I like it.
Oh wait, didn't the old one after it said the battery level go like it was?
It did. They upgraded it, but now they've got a full color display screen right on the side, a little bit smaller than the M3 Plus, but very similar. They say that they have the highest resolution screen in paintball. Who am I to judge? But that's just what they say. Very nice, great updates to the Lux Idol. I'm going to turn it off now. She's only at 60%, Mark, so goodbye.
That'll
All right.
probably make changing the language to Russian a lot easier, because I like hearing it talk to me in foreign languages.
You can. There's a lot of things you can program with this one. A brand new barrel system on the Lux Idol. They haven't changed it from the Lux model since 2008, and this is the first streamlined change of the barrel to match the aesthetics and the outside of the actual body of the gun. So you've got the you've got the Idol barrel here. Obviously taking, let's see if we can get that sucker out. Taking those Freak XL inserts. The Idol actually comes with 2 inserts in the box, a small and a big bore, roughly 681 and a 687 for the bigger bore. But Freak XL inserts nonetheless. Nice quick threads on there. So I think they probably claim to fame they have the quickest threads in the paintball game, since they're nice and coarse. They're not fine. Feed neck wise, got the nice locking thumb wheel and lever as any other high-end gun would have. Up top, I like though, they have a notch built into that feed neck there. So once you lock in your hopper, it's not going to go, this lever is not sliding up and down. They've got a notch built in to the actual feed neck itself. Operating pressure on this core, they had 5 new updates compared to the TM40, all internalistic here with the firing chamber and the bolt system, operating right around 110 PSI or so, but nice new core. They developed this one. Shout out to Ryan Moorhead of Houston Heat. He had a huge process in the development of this marker, and shooting brittle tournament paint was one of their biggest concerns with providing you, the players, with the next best marker. If you can't shoot brittle tournament paint, what's the gun worth? A lot of you guys are playing those NXLs and stuff like that. I mean, you break a ball, you're squeegeeing, wasting time, missing moves on the field. So shooting brittle paint, this thing is extremely good at. We've already got videos of this gun out shooting, efficiency videos, stuff like that. So if you want to check out the brand new Idol, it's already on the channel, baby. So they've been out. A couple updates. This one easily has, I would say to me, probably the most simple gun to actually, okay, now I get it locked in, to take apart. So the frame here, you've got this lock up top, you slide that back, and then when your bolt's out, you can flip this lever forward and take the frame right off. No tools needed whatsoever. I've already done a full breakdown video on this, so go check that out if you're really, truly interested to see what it does. The updated ASA lever on here. Now it's completely stainless steel. It's a little bit, fatter, easier to get a hold of down here for when you're engaging the air. The back strap on here simply just pulls off. Now that my hands are all greasy from the bolt, let's see. Simply pulls off. Now you have access. It says idle. You've got your serial number. You can easily charge it and then replace your battery if needed here. So it's completely toolless with the back strap. I like that. Mark. Oh, price point. We didn't do that. Price point on these are start at 1,800 bucks. So it's the brand new Idol. You no longer have the screen up front. You got the screen on the side. You got a new textured grip up here for ergonomics. You also have that shallow deuce trigger as well. Before it was kind of just like a long, fang style per se. Now you got a little deuce trigger action going on here. A little hump down there. Walk it a little bit easier. So it is the Lux Idol. And guys, this is going to conclude it for the top 5 markers of 2024. And Mark, speaking of markers, do you have anything else you would like to say before we close this out?
Well, I want the people in the comments to let us know what they want to see a top of 2024 of next. Do you want to see low-end markers? Do you want to see, I don't even know. What haven't we done yet that you guys are curious? Put it
in the comments below and let us know, and we'll make it happen. And as always, guys, don't forget, shop the best. It's OneMorePaintball.com.
See ya.